Hi, today we're going to explain a little bit about the Gizmo extender. This is the extender for the Gizmo V224. It does two jobs. It enables you to put in an 18650 battery. It also enables you to use an 18650 battery with a kick. You can use it just as an extender on its own or with a kick. What you'll get in the kit is the extender itself, a piece of Delrin with a hole in it, and a brass pin. You'll also get a tiny M3 hex-headed grub screw and a 2.5mm Allen key. Sorry, a 1.5mm Allen key. Okay, and I'm just going to show you where this little grub screw fits. This will be pre-installed, and you only use it if you're going to use the kick. You're not going to use it just as a simple extender. So that goes in from the bottom there, and you'll see that screw through. You can just about see it there. So when you receive your extender, that's how it'll come, with the grub screw in place, and you don't need to use it just as a simple extender. So the Gizmo will arrive like that with the button on. We'll remove the button and take off the bottom cap, and you have two M3 by 8mm long screws, countersunk screws. Those come off, the lid comes off, and your firing pin falls out. So pop the firing pin back in. To fit the extender, I'm going to use this one. This one is actually a smooth one that we're going to be coming out with in a couple of weeks' time, and this one is a tactile type finish that we already have available. So that simply fits on there. You'll put your piece of Delrin in. This goes underneath the firing pin. Pop him in there, and the brass pin. And what that does is extend the connection from the base of the 510 to the brass strip on the bottom cap there. So now we can replace the bottom cap, and you're also going to be supplied two 25mm long M3 screws. Simply pop those in. And now you have a longer Gizmo. So we're using an 18650 button top purple E-Fest. That's what it's configured for. Magnet on the negative connection at the bottom there. Pop him in. Pop your O-ring in place. Put your button on. And if I just get a little tester here, I'll show you that is actually working in 18650 mode. Screw that into there. There you go. Okay, so the other way of using the extender is with a kick. This is actually an Evolve Kick 2. These are quite expensive, but they deliver something like 15 watts of power, if that's your thing. And that's a simple single kick, which is relatively inexpensive. So we'll just take this apart again. And this is where we need to do a little bit of configuring. The thing to remember is that the extender has to make, for the kick to operate, the two pins on the kick 2 have to make contact with your battery negative, your ground plane. On the single kick there is only one, but they have to make contact. And what you do is to take out your piece of Delrin and the brass pin. The kick is basically going to fit inside the hole there. You can see that the anodizer has been cleared from this hole. And this is where your little grub screw comes in, because the grub screw is going to enable you to make electrical contact between the two parts, between the main body of the gizmo and the actual extender. Firstly, you need to clear away some anodize from the inside of the gizmo. Now, I've gone completely over the top here because I've been trying several different methods to find the best way of achieving this electrical contact. So ignore this section and this section where I've scratched it away. What you're going to do is scratch away just in the centre there. It's just a small piece in the centre, and that's all you need to do. You can use a sharp screwdriver, end of a sharp file, but you must see metal. Okay, right in the centre of there, you can see. And once you've done that, I'll put that firing pin back in. The way we configure this is to put that in place and hold it firmly with your fingers. Take your Allen key and you put it in the grub screw. And you screw the grub screw down until it starts to raise. I can feel it now with my fingers. I doubt you can see it, but it starts to raise that extender away from here because of the pressure against the main body of the gizmo. So just so that you can feel it, and that'll do the job. So now, if I remove that again, you'll see that grub screw sticking down a little bit. That will make your electrical contact, because the inside, the thread where the grub screw goes through is not anodized either. So we can pop that into place now. Now the kick, will pop the Evolve Kick 2 in place. You must put it in with the blue adjuster facing the firing pin and this big brass strip or copper strip at the bottom facing the actual bottom cap. And you have the two little pins here. These are the two pins that make contact. You can put this in from the other side if you want, but simply pop those into place. It's a little bit fiddly. Pop those in there. Push it down until it contacts the firing pin. Now you can pop your bottom cap on. And your two 25mm M3 screws. Screw those down. Battery back in, same battery. So now we have an 18650 battery and a kick. So I put one of these in to test a kick. This is a little word of warning. I put one of these in to test a kick, and it destroyed it. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to put the tank on top before you press any buttons, but I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to actually put the tank in. It works. Just one further little point. We've had a few people say they've had problems with the battery magnet insulator, with the magnet and the insulator becoming detached. Okay, it's super glued in there. Super glue by its nature is very strong but very brittle. I think what's happening is people are doing ching, letting go of it so that it smacks and shocks when it hits. Even a small amount of shock will break that bond. It's pretty strong actually. You can push on it quite hard, but if you start throwing it at the bottom of the battery, it will shock it off. But that's basically your Gizmo extender.